Hey, y'all. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I had to get over. I couldn't see you. Central California, Crazy Robin. That's cool. From North Carolina, Eric and Doris. Hello. Ohio Light. Yes, I'm good. Thank you, Jennifer Griffin. Rain and thunderstorms here. Rain and thunderstorms here too. And I just had to get gas. Hey, Gail. Thank you. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, Pam. Beverly, thank you. In the house, be safe in the rain. Thank you so much. God bless all of y'all. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Jennifer. Thanks, Debbie. Yeah, it's like, this is crazy. And so I just had to get some gas, and the lightning was like cracking. It was like so scary. Oh my gosh. I hate doing that. And now I got to get back on the highway. I didn't make it very far. The traffic was absolutely standstill. You know what? I'm putting on wrong way, Wanda. Why didn't I get wipers? I know. And sorry about that, y'all. I had to stop. Hey, Bruce, Birdie, hi. I had to stop and put Wanda on. Man, I'm just doing a U-turn. I gotta do it. I can't be like stuck. Yeah, it was $4.59 a gallon for regular. That was crazy. And it was a mobile.
In 400 feet, turn right onto Pennsylvania Avenue Southeast.
Which I did not want to use at all.
Take the next right onto Pennsylvania Avenue Southeast. Then take the District of Columbia 295 ramp.
Okay, Wanda. Yep, $4.59 a gallon at the mobile, and I paid $20 inside, so they can't hold any more.
There's a 34-minute slowdown on State Highway 295 at 0.25 miles. You are still on the best route.
Hey, Junior. Junior Gonzalez. I'm actually headed back to Annapolis because it's just gonna rain and rain for the next month. No turn red. Golly. And all because those guys couldn't fix the car out in Banning, California. They didn't fix it. It cost over $300 and they didn't fix the car. That's something. $3.99 in Kentucky, $3.53 yesterday. Birdie paid in Tupelo, Missouri. Wow. Gotta love DC. $4.59. Annapolis isn't much better. It's still over $4. Tara B is in the house. Always with these positive, patriotic words. We love it. We the people, united we stand. Let freedom ring. God bless America. They work for us. Accountability now. Enough is enough. I love it. Yep, camp closed up today at 3. But it was so cool because Agnes was there, and Eric and Wendy. I got to see all them. And when I got there, a police officer walked out. He had come down to offer his support and just say thank you. Isn't that cool? For what the group is doing. That was really, really cool. No, it's just the maps. It's the wrong way, Wanda. $4.89 in Cali is the cheapest, Junior Gonzalez says. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm surprised you can even find that. Western North Carolina, $3.79. Yeah, I was so glad that I got to see them because they're going to go by the camp, and then they're going to try to make it by Bunker Hill before returning to their Airbnb in Hagerstown, where they'll be staying for the night, but then they take Tracy's ambulance tomorrow.
Take the District of Columbia 295 ramp, then merge onto State Highway 295.
And I got to, which one is the ramp? Is this the ramp? I guess they're saying that's the ramp. Oh no, we've been here before. I don't know if this is the ramp or not. Myrtle Beach is 365. Bruce Davis is in the house. Hi, hon. Baby, Hagerstown is 349. That's not bad. Hey, Tara. Ramp probably on a bridge. Yeah, we got it right, so we can come and sit in this traffic. Yeah, it's just been sitting here. Look at them, like, they don't let me on. Yeah, it's good to see them. Oh my gosh. So I called and I talked to my mechanic, and he said it might be the master cylinder or a leak. And I'm like, that's not good. How much would that cost? Oh my gosh. Oh, they need to take your my driving license. American Patriot. No. Oh my gosh, get that laundry done, Junior Gonzalez. Thanks for popping in. God bless you. Texas area needs this rain. Yes, they do. Bruce, I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. I feel I'm very blessed. How are you doing today? Well, Tara, I would camp with the 1776ers. Yep, they've already headed back to camp. Yeah, that's what he said. He said it could, but the level was good. It just was dark. Eric said, you know, definitely a good flush and put new in. And then Johnny said, he gave me the worst case scenario, I guess. He said it could be brake cylinder, master cylinder. I'm like, that's not good. Yeah, I'm taking it easy. I mean, it just started doing it again today, but it's been shaking since California, and I put it in the shop those 2 different days and sat there and waited both days at banning California for them to try to diagnose, and they didn't fix it. And it was over $300 later. And the only thing that I really got out of them was an oil change, because they didn't fix the problem. Because when I've been going to brake, the car rattles upon acceleration, and then I go to brake and my car will shut off sometimes, and then it rattles on acceleration. Then today, all of a sudden I'm losing brake well, I was just losing brakes. Brake pressure, there you go, brake pressure. So I just put a new Johnny put new rotors on and new brake pads not that long ago. But of course I put over 17,000 miles on the car since I joined the TPC, the People's Convoy, March 2nd. So that's a lot of miles in 5 months. And only 1 oil change. Well, 2. 1 before I went to California, and 1 while I was in California, and I haven't been able to get one since I got back. So, which is not good. This is the longest I've ever gone without changing my oil and filter. I kind of, in a way, I guess it's like I'm taking one for the team, you know, because mainstream media is on. They're not giving them any airtime, and when they do, it's always bad. And so that's why the secondary media, that's why I started doing it. It was a call out, you know, from the People's Convoy to everybody live stream. It was Brian and Mike said it, and Marcus said it, all from Hagerstown, you know. We got to get as many eyes on this, because the mainstream media wasn't covering it. So, you know.
Continue on State Highway 295 for 4 miles.
I do, ATL, and Johnny, I trust him immensely. He's been my mechanic for years, and it's just like he has saved my tail so many times. I feel very blessed. But he and his wife bought their own shop a few years back, and boy, are they busy. They're super busy, which is, you know, good, and he's got a whole crew now. But they stay busy because he is trustworthy and he is good. Thank you for that. So yeah, I was listening to a little bit of Trucker G and Mama and Mrs. G last night, and you know, he's talking about and I like them. You know, they've been nothing but, you know, kind to me, and vice versa. We don't know each other well by any means, you know, even though we traveled together. But Mama G showed me how to use my gimbal for the first time. Which was awfully nice. So that was out in California. So it's but they were talking about how they had already been live streaming. There was a handful of them that had already been live streaming way before the convoy, and then all of a sudden all these people, and he said it just seems like they saw opportunity, you know, for what he didn't know, but just, you know, and so all of a sudden there's all these new live streamers when they've been doing it for a long time. Like Saznak had been doing it a long time, the G's have been doing it a long time, and a couple others, and Oreo and Joe, and it's like he must have missed the fact that you know, it made the most sense that we get as many people live streaming. It was said at so many meetings, get as many people live streaming as possible to get it out there, because it wasn't getting any coverage, and what little coverage it was getting was always getting a negative spin on it. So you know, that's why I started to live stream. I had already been making videos of my hikes and waterfalls, and posting them on Facebook for my friends that couldn't go anymore, and to share those experiences with people. But then you missed the 1776 Jacqueline. They're here. Nobody's breaking up. Yeah, Wizzy. That's right, Wizzy. I didn't want to forget him. Bernie, thank you. You know, there you go, Taraby. Clean it up. So, you know, but the funny thing is, you don't have to take, you know, I didn't take it personally. And the more that a live stream, the more people it reaches. So that's the purpose of it. You know, the fact that you know, I've incorporated into this now without Matthew and I sharing it, I've incorporated the field trips and everything. You know, he didn't like that so much because he said it was off focus. And I said, yeah, but if there's one thing I've learned, you got to have good balance or you burn out. And then he did a walking one that was kind of choppy because he didn't have a gimbal, but he understood the value of it, and because he was missing some woods and green and everything else, and he found some in Texas. Because, you know, I told him, I said you got to balance yourself out, buddy. That means it can't always be, you know, you can't always be down a rabbit hole. It can't always be work. It can't always be the politics. It can't always be the mess of, you know, where the United States is right now. You got to focus on what is good, or you'll drown. I'm in DC still. I mean, I'm just barely like coming out of DC. I might be in PG County right now, but if I am, I'm just barely in it. No, just me. It was what Trucker G and Mrs. G were talking about last night. You know, about all of a sudden it seemed like everybody was streaming and wanting to get a piece, you know, of it, and they didn't know what their motivation was. And people like he and Saznak and more had been streaming for a while, and it's like he must have missed that at almost every meeting they were wanting more streamers to get out the movement, you know, to make sure people knew about the People's Convoy. And the same has been for the 1776 restoration movement. You know, they have large audiences for sure, and a lot of subscribers and participators, you know, because it's not really an audience. That's more of a technical term, but, you know, just to try to reach as many people as we can. And it's also, for me, it brings us all together too, which is good. Apparently it was an older couple, TPP, that was vacationing, that did not make it, and that there are a couple of guys that are still in critical condition in the hospital that were also hit. So it was apparently it was a couple that were struck by the lightning that did not make it. How scary is that, right? So they wanted all the money, is that why? I don't know. I mean, I hope not. I hope that's not why, Michelle. I just don't think he was looking at the whole picture. If I reminded him, I bet you he'd remember. You know, but that's, you know, not my job. I don't have to do that. Release the Kraken. You haven't been on in a while. Oh my goodness, my brakes are going and I'm sitting in the rain. Heading back from Washington, D.C. So I got to get my brakes checked out, but it won't be till Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. Holy moly. Thank you, Norma. Thank you. And that was the general idea. That's why they made the whole poster, which Chucker G obviously isn't remembering either, that had all the streamers that they did know of. I was already streaming, but it was in the beginning where we were actually streaming, not just doing video. And so that's okay. We didn't make the list. You know, I never made it onto that list. I mean, I could ask people, heck, if I ask Santa what my name is, he probably doesn't know. And I've been around the country with them, you know. I went around the country with all these people, and I bet you a whole lot of them don't know what my real name is. I wonder if Eric knows my name is Jennifer. You know, it's all glory be. It's all right. So far they're holding up well enough. But they started losing pressure when I got into DC. So I probably shouldn't alarm anybody, but it's a little alarming. With Aunt Squirrel Jersey J, it's all scripted chaos. Oh, Patrick, I hope not. That's a show I don't want to see. I really don't. You trying to smell the rain, Violet? Oh. You wish you could have it. Are you in Texas? They're just not getting much rain there, are they? Thank you. I got a motorcycle behind me. I'm paying attention to that. Boy, buddy, I wouldn't be splitting lanes right now. Not in this. Are you crazy? You are asking to get hit. Come on, come on. PA, it's hot. Oh, man. They keep pushing it back and back and back. Oh, no. Mercy Reigns, you must be on the wrong side of the mountains there. Yeah, it's been some serious lightning and thunder. I do not like pumping gas in the lightning and thunder. I can tell you that. And a 10, right? To rely and then put regulations, but it's understandable too. Especially, I mean, with the People's Convoy, it's like they get it's not easy to get a place for all of those people in trucks to stay overnight, and they would get a place all established and lose it because it got doxed, and you know, it's like it was a spiritual battle the whole way, you know. So to have it live meant that they meant to lose it. So it was, you know, a desire to be transparent as much as possible, and then it just, all the trolls were making it impossible. I mean, how to kill a movement, that's what the trolls are trying to do. The trolls are stemming from the desire to not have the American people unite because we would be a strength if we could be united. They keep us divided. They want us to think that we're having racial issues. They want us to think that we're having men-women issues. They want us to think that white men issues. They want us to think that they want us to feel hopeless and not connected. And if we came together, then they would lose the power that they're not supposed to have. You had a few storms in West Virginia too? I'll bet, Lily. How many that say it goes towards everyone? Then you got the others who ask and even let their mods ask for money. Well, release the Kraken. I tell you, I never would have thought I'd be doing this long, and I could have never imagined how much is involved in it. I feel a real responsibility to the channel, to all of you all, to try to bring you some good content and new content too, and to help us all balance it all out. And it's a lot, you know, and I need to sit down. Maybe this is good that I'm heading home, because I need to sit down on my computer and try to streamline some things. But it's a service, and I've got it listed under entertainment because it's also entertaining as well. You know, if you can't be here, you can be involved. And when we go on field trips, we have people that they can never go to the places that I go, and to have the live chat, they get to participate. How amazing is that? They get to actually participate, and it makes the experience more like being there in a way. I mean, that was something I didn't expect. You know, how beautiful is that? Oh, is that nice? Release the Kraken. Thank you very much. God bless you. I hope so. I'm trying to. I mean, I don't know how great this is, but I'm stuck in traffic. What else are we gonna do, right? Oh, that's awesome, Lily Hayes. Oh my goodness, that's great. Yeah, I think that the movement is definitely going through another metamorphosis, and you know, the caterpillar is becoming the butterfly again, and it's going to be curious to see what it morphs into next. I think it's you know, like what Santa said, you know, it's been a learning experience, and more has been learned and gets adjusted, and it's going to be interesting. I think that the police officers coming and supporting the movement, that everybody got back, you know, in line with where the police were concerned the other day, and it's a very different situation for them, and I think it's really good. It's good for all of us. Right. It's the donations, and that's it. So every now and again I'll eat a meal, and I got one today, and I ate hamburgers last night, and you don't see me do it very often, and I had a sandwich the other night. That was the first time in a long time, but that's just kind of where I am right now. That's helpful, you know, and it's okay. I've been you know, around the country and everything, and been present, and I'm providing service, and it's just, you know, I'm trying not to as much as I can. But with the 1776 restoration movement, I received gas from them once since it formed, only once, and that was up in Bunker Hill, and it was before going into DC, and I could have never foreseen what came after that, and why I wasn't actually going in with them. It was like a whole chain length of events. Yeah, I mean, I think it's good for us to be able to have conversations for sure. It does sound like somebody is stirring something up, but I'm just going to ask you. I can't really. I'm trying to drive and not hit this dump truck and stuff. So, Gloria had a full schedule today too. I know, and she was on earlier, and Uncle Deuce is probably still at work, so I'm going to ask if anybody's stirring it up to just kind of make it copacetic again, please. We have a really lovely chat here, and I like keeping it that way. Doesn't mean you can't debate, but don't be ugly. No ugly, please. Where'd everyone go? So it's on to the mall every day. The permit is good until through the 8th, till 12 noon on the 8th, I guess it is. And so everybody came in today, not the majority though, but a lot, and gave out flyers, etc. on the mall. The Asian American church brought in food, which was awesome. So I'm going to enjoy that for dinner later. Some chicken, broccoli, and rice, and which is going to be nice. That's in the cooler right now, and because it was all in like these separate plates. That was really nice. And then they went back to Bunker Hill and the campground, and we'll be back on the mall again tomorrow. What subject do you want to? I don't know. It just seemed like a little bit ago there seemed like
we
there was
found
a
a faster
strife.
route via US 50 East, which saves 6 minutes. If you prefer to stay on the current route, tap no thanks.
I could be wrong though. Everything might have been fine the whole time. No gunslinging, no cussing, and watch it. Our bartender is a ornery cuss. Terrell, that's funny. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, they've been amazing. Absolutely amazing. Speech 7 p.m. POTUS in Wisconsin today. Hi, Golden Mom. Who am I talking about?
Continue on State Highway 295 for half a mile.
No, I met Joe, Taco Joe on the convoy, and I got to meet his family out at the End the Mandates rally in Los Angeles. They were awfully sweet. Checking channels overnight. Addicted, Doc Savage says. Oh, the chat is? Oh, okay, got you, Golden Mom. So nobody's being too ugly towards people, right? Thank you, Alyssa Marie. We're doing okay. It's awfully nice and slow. The rain seems like it's letting up a little bit right now. It looks like it's going to take me around.
Continue on State Highway 295 for 2 miles.
This traffic is terrible. I pray everybody's okay up ahead. Hey, Patriotic Beads. Everybody helps each other, y'all. It's been a really pretty neat community. I gotta tell you, it's been a enlightening experience. Person with the "Don't Tread on Me" flag from Berkeley Springs, West Virginia. I really like the things you said about me after the rally. It meant a lot. God bless you. I understand, Alyssa. I'll tell you, that was an interesting day. Everybody's got a right to protest for sure, and I don't like seeing anybody bullied, you know. So God bless you. I pray you're doing well. Berkeley Springs is a beautiful area. I'm looking forward to getting up there again soon to do some more exploring. Oh, that's nice, Mercy. Oh my gosh. That's a good turnaround. Someone wants to send you a message. Use my email. It's the glorybees at glorybees2022@gmail.com. Here, let me see if I can put it in here. Actually, since we're so slow and I don't have Uncle Deuce, I'm gonna go ahead and put up my information, because I do every now and again, because I cannot bring us all together without your help from time to time. It doesn't take much though, you know. So the Zelle is glorybees2022@gmail.com.
Take the US
That's
50
also
East
the
exit
email
toward
that you can
Annapolis.
use. That's also the email. Excuse me, Wanda. She just like interrupts me, doesn't she? So that's the email you can use to contact me as well. And then also we have buy me a coffee.com. How do you know if it's a backslash or a forward slash? I don't know. It's either one of those. Glory be. There you go. So that gives you the email too. And so I just put the where anybody who can, it won't hurt them. They want to, if they want to, can donate to help keep the channel going, keep the hive wagon on the road, and bring us all together. I'm so grateful to all who have helped us to get this far, which is amazing. God bless you all. All right, we should be on 50 soon. Hopefully this traffic will let up. Well, but you have to understand the context. Who said that? Southern Sun. I was very proud of Santa for saying, he didn't have to say it that way if he didn't want to, but it wasn't bad. Where he was coming from was, some of the group had been partying, and there's always going to be some, you know, some division that has to mend within groups, right? We all know that. But there's been like major division coming, and it was getting a foothold. And so basically he's like, y'all got to make a decision. If you want to party, then this thing is over. Then the movement's over, because not because he said it's over, but because the partying and the division will end it. It will break it to pieces. It will dissolve it. And that's what I've been watching happen. And so he nailed it. He said it straight up like it was. And if y'all want to party, you got to make a decision. If y'all want to party, then it's over and I'm going to Ohio, you know? Then and he was quoting, oh goodness. He was quoting Davy Crockett. That doesn't sound right. Maybe it was. Who said, y'all can go to hell and I'm going to Texas. But he said he lives in Ohio. So he stated that at the time that he was quoting Davy Crockett, I think it was. There were a couple of those settler guys, and I get them mixed up all the time. So you have to always look at the context. And I was so proud of him. And so when I got on the chat, and I said right away how proud I was, and that I understood what he was saying, what it did, and he and I talked about it last night, and he was just so grateful to hear that most everybody here on my chat, our chat, I want to call it, was so supportive of him and understood, and we're glad that he said it, because an ultimatum needed to be given, because some people are acting like they're running the show and they're messing things up. They're causing division. So I was glad because I knew that his eyes were open. He saw what was going on. He wasn't playing favorites. He wasn't not seeing it because he loves people. He actually has been seeing it, and he put friendships on the line. He put everything on the line by saying it like it was, because everybody's got to remember why we came here together in the first place, and not lose focus. Yeah, we'll roll, because it's hard to tune that out, and it does invite negativity in. So you have to, that's why everybody's got to come together and be stronger as a whole. But what was happening is little pockets were wanting to go and play, and you know, it's not that they haven't worked hard, it's just the focus was getting lost. I mean, y'all know how that works, and that's what the enemy wants. The enemy wants to cause division and break it up. I don't know, Tara B. I don't know. I guess he had nothing better to do. Oh boy, y'all had lots to say on that one. Okay, I can't keep up with the chat. I don't want anyone to feel that I'm ignoring them. Hey, microchip, nothing. Everything's still good. 1776 restoration movement is still on. Congress is out for a month, and the movement made the decision, and it wasn't just Santa. It was put out to everybody, and the decision was made to return to Bunker Hill and fine tune. There's going to be Constitution classes, and like learning the different things, like when somebody yells freedom, everyone yells now, you know, things like that. Just like absolutely streamlining this thing, getting it tuned up, fine tuning it, and it's probably going to weed out some of the troublemakers, and prayerfully build up strength in good numbers. So it's a month of time that's going to be well spent, and the ones who want to hang out and party are not going to like it, and they're probably going to leave. So this is going to be a real telltale. And Jeffrey, that may be true. He's got an earning to, you know, he's making a living right now, and this is how he's earning, and he's going to get his story. That's what he said. And Tara B, that's cool. I'll look forward to seeing you when you get here. BJ, you think people are thin-skinned? I'm thicker skinned than I could have ever imagined, I guess. You should have heard what the Ant-Man was saying to me the other day. I'm just like, oh my goodness. Even then, you had a whole weekend off. Boot camp. And it does need to be like boot camp, you know? It's got to be organized, fine-tuned, that when this situation arises, you do this. When somebody says this, you say that. When this occurs, you turn your back. When that occurs, you don't say anything. When that occurs, you cheer. I mean, you know, it's got to be like clockwork, you know? Super fine-tuned. With no live stream, there won't be any donations, which means there won't be a 1776 restoration movement. I don't think that there's not going to be any live streamers. Corn cob. I think that the no live streaming was basically because they wanted the attention on the Washington D.C. Mall, which makes sense. There wasn't anything going on up there anyway. They were cooking meals and bringing them down and bringing stuff back and forth, you know. Good holding their temper, and then there are some that can't hold back their temper, is what you're saying. BJ, absolutely. I mean, it's hard too. It is, you know, and I think I can say this, you know, I always want to be careful what I'm saying, and it's like, you know, I want y'all to know I've grown to care about each and every one of these people, and it doesn't mean that I always like everything about them, but I've grown to care about all of them. There's things to like about every single one of them, and we got another stalled vehicle here. This is so weird. Probably because they're putting too much water in the gasoline. What do you think? We're gonna be stuck here a minute. God bless them. I hope they're okay. Stormtrooper at the undisclosed camp. That's totally disclosed. Totally exposed. The totally exposed undisclosed camp. There you go. We got a new name. Oh, I don't know. Is he gonna let me go? I'm just going. God bless him. I don't know. I don't even know if there was anybody in the car.
In a quarter mile, take the US 50 East exit toward Annapolis.
Yeah, I think streaming's fine. It's just
take the US 50 East exit.
I think it made sense not to stream when everybody was in Washington D.C. You know. So now that people are returning, oh, I just missed my exit. Oh, oh my gosh! Here we go again, y'all. And it wasn't wrong way, Wanda. I don't think.
Keep right.
I think it was me. Now we're going to New York. Let's go to New York. Golly, golly.
Keep right at the fork, then use the right lane to take the US 50 West ramp.
Yeah, but I really want US 50 East. Hey, this is sort of like a... Maybe I can get on East from here. Oh my goodness. I don't know. So that's West. What? I don't know. What road is that? Oh no, here I go again. I'm not having the best driving day today, am I? Oh my goodness.
In 1,000 feet, slight right onto Maryland 201 North Kenilworth Avenue.
You'll get there. Oh gosh. It says 50 West, next right. I wonder if you can get on 50 East from here though. It's saying take 201 north. You do it too, Tara? Oh my gosh. Right, lucky me, Linda. 75% of the time. Well, since I started streaming, I haven't had any clients. Not since I came back, so. Oh, this is what I'm doing right now. Oh no, what's it telling
Turn
me?
right onto Creston Street. In 800 feet, slight right onto Maryland 201 North Kenilworth Avenue.
What are you telling me?
Take the next right onto Maryland 201 North Kenilworth Avenue, then turn right onto Lytle Road.
I pray that everybody just...
Take the next right onto Lytle Road, then turn left onto Pepsi Place.
We're going to turn left onto Pepsi Place. Look, it's a Pepsi Cola plant.
Take the next left onto Pepsi Place.
We're at Pepsi Place.
Continue for 3/4 of a mile. Continue for 3/4 of a mile.
I think this is going to be a great big U-turn, Ellen. What's new for old Aunt B, Glory B? It gets crazy. Oh, I loved this scooter yesterday with everybody. They all had the flags with Santa, and I gotta tell y'all, anytime you go to Capitol Hill, it is a long uphill. It is a long uphill, and even when you're going downhill, it still feels uphill. It is brutal. I mean, brutal. And they have walked up there so many times. Y'all know I've walked all over it too, and it was joyful for me to turn it on and see them with the flags. And because I know how much they do, and so I thought that was brilliant. I thought it was beautiful. I loved it. And
in half a mile, turn right.
All the people that were on those scooters yesterday, just that was just really neat. I liked it. That was a treat. That was a real treat, because how can I explain to y'all how I'm gonna start crying. How can I explain without, I mean, the best thing to do when you explain things is to use yourself as an example, but the fact is that I do take donations on this channel. How can I explain to y'all what this has been like without it sounding like I'm trying to get something, because I'm not. It's I don't know if I can. I mean, there's gonna always be somebody who just thinks you're trying to get something, and that's not the case. It's I'm drowning. And most everybody that's been in the movement, that was in the People's Convoy, is playing catch up however they can if they're not doing it anymore, and drowning still if they are still doing it. And if there are a few that aren't, that are benefiting from, and while the rest are suffering, then shame on them and more will be revealed.
Turn right.
True story. It has been a sacrifice of time, energy, sleep, health, money, of course. My car that was in perfect good running order before obviously is not anymore, because of what I've sacrificed.
In 600 feet, turn right onto Maryland 202 South, Landover Road.
You know, all my decision. I was just talking to Ridgeline about it. You know, this was my decision to do this. And the fact that I'm still here is because...
Take the next right onto Maryland 202 South, Landover Road.
It's so important. And I'll tell y'all straight up, and I'm not going to say too much about it, but I'll tell you.
Continue on Maryland 202 South for 3/4 of a mile.
I'm a person who decided not to get the shot for my own reasons. That's as far as I'm going to get into that. You can imagine what they are. And I think a lot of you understand what my reasons may be. But I decided it was not right for me. And I saw my ability to even maybe be able to travel to see my own family and go to my own cabin in Georgia slipping away because of mandates, etc. And I started to see my freedom slipping away. And I was like, no, this can't happen. And if this can't happen, then something's got to happen now, or it's going to happen. And all I could keep thinking about was the Holocaust. All I kept thinking about was World War II, Germany, the Nazis, and Hitler, and the Holocaust. And I'm like, if we had the eyes to see beforehand what we found out after, would we have stopped it? Would we have been able to? That's what just kept running through my mind.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto the ramp to US 50 East.
I had already been participating in some organizations and writing petitions and letters and making phone calls. And so when I heard about the People's Convoy, I had to go. I had to join this. Yeah, they're going to push this monkeypox. They're going to bleed this thing dry if they can. They want control, and they don't care who suffers. The people that are the ones that are pulling the strings on all this. And so, so you guys, heartbreaking if it was the wrong movement, heartbreaking if this is the wrong movement, but I had to do something. And at least I've done something. But I can tell you, I've seen the hope that has been brought to people by both of these movements. Not just within, I'm talking about all the people that you meet and who have seen it and asked about it.
Turn right onto the ramp to US 50 East, then keep left at the fork.
And cheered everybody on because because of the hope that it brings.
Keep left at the fork.
Because people are actually physically doing something. So if this thing fizzles out, then shame on the American people.
Turn right onto the ramp to US 50 East.
It said left.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Old Landover Road.
And no, it's not for everybody, James. You're absolutely right. Now, Wanda is telling me to go right, but this thing said to go left. Oh, my goodness. Okay, now it's Wanda. I did. I missed a turn again. Oh, no. Y'all should take bets. Oh, my gosh. Wanda said it was a left. It said...
Take the next left onto Old Landover Road. Then turn left to stay on Old Landover Road.
This is exhausting. I think that one was Wanda. Ellen told me to pay attention. Ellen thinks it was me. It probably was Ellen. Pam D says, TPC gave me hope. I started watching as they pulled out of Adelanto, and when they broke up, I jumped in with 1776. Still here. I can't get there in person, but I fight for it all I can from home. God bless you, and right on, Pam D. Thank you for that. Thank you. God bless you. Relisa Kraken has written a Wanda song. That's great. Oh no. Mercy reigns. She loves us. We're all human. We make mistakes. We all have a past. We all need to forgive and help each other. Yes, and come together and regroup and make it better than before. Absolutely.
Head southeast on Landover Road toward Old Landover Road.
Chris.
Then turn left onto Old Landover Road.
It's so scary. Oh.
Take the next left to stay on Old Landover Road.
I might be a lousy investment.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto the US 50 East ramp.
All right, she's saying left. Okay, and the sign's saying left. Okay, we're good. Good grief. Oh, yeah, refuses to go left. We're never gonna make it. Where did that come from? That had to be a movie or something from my childhood.
Turn left onto the US 50 East ramp.
Oh my God, thank God my brakes worked. I do not want to go rolling into anybody, much less a police officer. Well, also too though, you know, Corn Cob is how about all of the attacks? You know, these attacks are manufactured as well. And I'm not talking about squirreling them. even though there could be money behind that. You never know. Somebody may have paid them to go and do that. And you know, there have been paid actors all along, and you think that sounds paranoid, but no, it's absolute truth. I've seen it, seen them, and watched them disappear when they got called out. And so then also the trolls, you know, those are from outside monetary places. You know, what do you call it? Sources. There you go. And it's absolutely nobody who's in power wants this thing to succeed. Nobody. They do not want to see the people united.
In a quarter mile, merge onto US 50 East.
They don't want this to succeed or anything else like it or anywhere close to it. It's all about silencing, you know? And 1776 Restoration Movement is not nearly as important as the doctors and physicians that have been silenced, but yet they try to silence it. What does that tell you? They don't want us coming together. So anybody who comes in the chats and starts poo-pooing too bad and too much and just keeps hounding it and kicking it, you know, my question is, who's paying you? I mean, you can have your opinions too, but when we
Continue on US 50 East for 22 miles.
We get the people in the chat sometimes and they repeat the very same message over and over and over again. Those are probably the group from India that are getting paid to do the trolling that we've all heard about. Not just towards the 1776, but towards anything that would possibly unite the people. Michelle, at this point in time, we're actually headed towards Annapolis. I'm pretty darn sure. So, I was concerned about my brakes and the rain and everything, and it turns out maybe I just should have followed everybody to the undisclosed, the overexposed, undisclosed campground. So there was actually an FBI agent, no kidding, and straight up Lisa called them out at Hagerstown when it was still the People's Convoy, and they were driving a Tesla, and the person actually admitted, like you all knew that, you all knew this the whole time, and then you didn't see him anymore. Crazy, huh? The campground is awesome. Yeah, no sign of Squirrel Team 6. I wonder if they got the boot last night. But they probably would have taken the tape down if they had. Nancy, where'd you get that one? That's pretty good. If you want to know what's wrong with the world, look in the mirror, not the fairy tale book. Good stuff. Yeah, because I like that because it's always, I have to ask myself, what more can I do? What am I doing? Have I done anything to help this? Have I done anything to harm it? I absolutely love that. Per JJ, they didn't have enough for a hotel room. I wish I could read everybody's, amen, Desiree. Jesus is the way. I pray for Squirrel and Paul and all of them. They're very misguided. And